All right, so here's the deal, guys.
Boy, do I have some great news for you.
All right, so everybody's been asking me for an update video on my moving situation in which I currently am in. So it turns out quite a few of you guys got questions and I'm here to provide answers. Thanks to you guys, we figured out a solution. And it's honestly quite mind-blowing. Honestly, guys, I couldn't have done it without you. And I'm so proud to say, and rather happy for that matter, that we are no longer living in a scary situation. All right, so Bailey and I managed to get in contact with a few great people in a few different locations. Now, I don't want to say too much yet because it's still in the mist. We still have 120 days. That's 3 months to move out of this place, and which I think is a blessing. But what I can do is tell you in the next week or two, Bailey and I plan to travel to a few different locations. And this time we don't have to take our kids with us. Thanks, Mom. But I'm pretty sure we're going to be taking a plane. And that's because we're traveling to about 4 different states. Yeah, that's right. You heard me correctly. Okay, I think it's 5 actually. Miscounted. But I will name drop 2. And that's because a majority of my followers are from both of these locations. Texas and Florida. Now I only named 2. There's still 3 left. And those you guys will figure out when we are on our way to them. Now, we'll only get like 2 or 3 days at each location, but it's enough time to talk to the people that we need to talk to, look at the property that we need to look at, and just, you know, to see if it's an overall fitting for my family. Because here's the deal, guys. I don't know if you know this, but I got 3 daughters, okay? And a lot of what I do matters to them, you know what I mean? Now, I can't tell you exactly what city we're going to be at in those states, but it's still in the workings. It's a lot of wishful thinking, you know what I mean? There's a lot to look at in a little bit of time. You know, I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. Because that's like the worst thing you can do in a business, especially being a business owner. One thing I learned long ago, never overpromise to a customer. It's always better just to do it and then be like, surprise. Oh, and also, I've seen a couple messages and a little bit of concerning comments, and you know, just a couple concerned ones. And what I'm referring to is the past couple videos that I've done. Like the donation video, for instance. Now, a lot of people are like, hey, why did you use your donation money to buy somebody a car? I didn't. You know what I mean? I don't do that. Here's the deal, for my true followers, you already know, my Cash App is what I use. So this should just be simple and easy, hopefully. Well, it worked beautifully. And also, I wanted to add, because we're dealing with this from the city, that doesn't stop work, you know? It may slow it down. It definitely slowed it down. That doesn't stop what we do, you know what I'm saying? Definitely gotta say how impressed I am with how many people actually cared about my situation and helped out. So, you know, I'm gonna level with you here. Through this entire ordeal, there's definitely been tons of nights that I just laid awake thinking like, what the heck? And I've been through more situations than you can imagine growing up, which is why I'm the way I am. You can believe me when I tell you I've been there, okay? In every worst way. And sometimes, you know, you experience like struggles and tribulations like that just to build character to yourself. That way, in the future, you can change somebody else's life. The fact of the matter is, I was in an extremely scary situation. And much like you guys see my videos of me helping somebody else out, you guys did the same for me, and then some, even more so. I definitely received a lot of hate messages and comments because of the amount of the GoFundMe, but here's the deal. Something you guys did not know about me. My credit score is 504. When I go to like try to get a loan or something like that, or I talk to like a bank, they're like, dude, what happened? Well, I'll tell you what happened. So I had a sibling when I was like 9 or 10, somehow got credit cards and stuff in my name, and then before I was even able to get credit, I had bad credit. And then, you know, over the years when I had to miss payments on like my car payment, or miss payments on like my Snap-on, or God forbid a phone bill payment, that thing took off like 33 points in mine. Now we successfully raised, through the GoFundMe, through the help of you guys, $60,000. And which here is the deal. That's the most outstanding thing I can think of. Words can't even express to you guys how grateful I am and how much I love you. And my kids, okay? They've literally wanted to make videos just to tell you guys thank you, which we made, you know what I mean? But because we successfully raised $60,000, now the reason why I set the goal so high was because I was hoping to get a property and a shop. And the funny thing is, here's the deal. I grew up in a mobile home, in a trailer, and we just so happened to find one for a little over $60,000 that we could purchase, and then save up enough money to buy some property, to put that trailer on. And then in the future, wherever we land, hopefully, you know, we can open up a shop on that location or somewhere near it. Right now, I have literally nowhere for people to take their cars. Like, and we get emergency calls all the time. And it definitely sucks. It's like such a crappy feeling when you cannot help somebody, you know what I mean? But because still gradually we're getting donations randomly, which is pretty cool. I decided to keep my GoFundMe up on my bio page just a little bit longer because, like I said, we're not leaving for another couple weeks. Here's the deal. My credit score is so bad that I talked to a property manager lady and she laughed on the phone. Great. Pretty sure I got people down there taking pictures of me putting these wires in my trunk. Better be quick. But all in all, I wanted this video to be more of a thank you video than an update video. I think it works. So now I'm sure you guys are interested in what the heck I'm installing here, and well, I'll be glad to show you. That. Testing. All right, so here's the siren.
How cool. That was too loud.
All in all, it definitely has been a struggle. But a struggle is only part of the story. And whatever struggles you may face today will only be a strength for you tomorrow. And you guys taught me one valuable lesson. Strength doesn't come from the things that you can do. It comes from overcoming the things that you once thought that you could. And for that, I am humble, and I thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. And nothing's gonna stop our movement. Nothing's gonna stop what we stand for, what we do. This is what I love, and I found my calling, and I'm blessed for it. And because of you guys, my dream is now becoming a possibility. I hope every single one of you have the best day that you can possibly have, and just know that I'm thinking about you.